All right. Welcome to my channel, Air Signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Thank you for being here. My name's Rochelle, and my channel, this is Inviting Possibilities, and I'm doing a reading for the air signs for anybody who has air in their chart. And guess what? That's all of us. So this could be for you. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I've chosen three cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song, and the title of the song is Did You Get My Message? And so far, it's looking like this message is coming directly to you from your higher power through your intuition, through me, through other messages that are constantly coming to you. Ultimately it's about learning the language of the universe, of your higher power. Um and yeah. Um so anyway, let's dive into that message. What is that message? Well, first we have blessed in the protection position, which is speaking about you needing to change your strategy, your tactics around doing something, showing up in your life in some way. This card in reverse speaks to hitting rock bottom in some way, that you've gotten to the lowest point that you could possibly get to in some situation, and it's getting to that point of understanding that in order to get out of it, in order to turn things around, you have to start making changes, doing things differently than you've done them before, changing your attitudes, your beliefs, your strategy. And by doing that, that allows your higher power to come in and assist you, because whatever you've been doing up to this point, you've been kind of leaving, it's like your higher power is like your buddy, your bestie, that it's that someone who is always there for you, and it's almost as if you've been turning your back and like, no, I got this. I don't need your help. Leave me alone. And and things aren't working out, and this is like, okay, fine, okay. What do I need to do? It's you needing to start opening up and listening. And usually when we hit rock bottom, that's when we get to that point where we're like, okay, I have no more ideas. I'm totally at my lowest point. If there's anything out there, God, universe, spirit, whatever, please help me. um, and so a part of this change of strategy is about being in the moment. There's potentially been a lot of extra focus on trying to make something happen, thinking too far into the future, or spending a little too much time in the past. And it's your power lies in the here and now. There is nothing else exists than what is right here in front of you. And once you're able to kind of bring yourself to that point, like, a particularly, let's say you have hit rock bottom, you have hit a point somehow, somewhere in your life where it just feels so bad, so hopeless. Usually, in this moment right now, there is not a uh, um, a threat to you. The threat is your thinking about what has happened already, or what you are potentially facing. But right here, right now, you watching me talking to you, you are probably fine. Hey, Shreya, hello. Good morning. Is it still morning? I think it's still morning. um, and so it's kind of reminding yourself, bringing back to right now. Am I am I in serious danger in this moment? No, I'm okay. Right now in this moment, I'm okay. And it's taking it one step. Night here. Nice. You're in a totally different part of the world. Getting ready for bed. That's good. Um, so yeah, it's your power lies in the now, and that's where you can fully be open to the messages from your higher power when you can just be present. And meditation can help. Um, breathing can help. Both of these cards are all about slowing down and, yes, being in the moment and taking the time you need to fulfill yourself, to support yourself. Um, particularly when you're in a stressful situation, it's very common to we hold our breath, we start to, almost hyperventilate, which decreases the oxygen in our brain, which then we can't think as clearly. We're much more likely to freak out, to not be able to be rational with our thoughts, with our decisions. And so this is all about just okay, let's all take a deep breath together, shall we? I can kind of breathe through my nose. I'm just getting over a cold. And I just got my test back. It's just a normal cold. I don't have the big C. Thank God. Thank universe. Thank spirit, whatever. But yeah, if you can breathe through your nose, out through the mouth. Um, and I just have to plug my cousin here, my cousin Tina. She's a breathwork practitioner, and she helps facilitate you through a process of breathing and really getting into your body. And so if you're feeling like you need some assistance in this area, breathe her website is breathelunazen.com. No, I'm not doing personal questions right now. This is for anybody with air in their chart, which is you, because we all have air in our chart. So so yeah, it's a time to slow down. It's a time to start to be open to the messages that your higher power is sending you in whatever form that is, probably in many forms. And calming down, relaxing. Such a good it just makes me want to keep breathing. Deep breathing is so good. Okay. So I'm going to clarify with the good tarot. 8 of air. This is releasing yourself from denial so that you can see the bigger picture. Get clear, get clarity, get understanding around some kind of situation that you're facing. Wherever this is, where you've come to the lowest point that you possibly could. This is now you coming up above it and looking down over it all. You've been in denial. Now you're coming out of it through being in the here and now, through breathing. 2 of air. This is it, yeah, you're dealing with some kind of situation where it's been out of balance, where I feel like this card came up for my last reading for air signs. Um, that it's, there's some kind of stale, yeah, it did. There's some kind of This can speak to stalemate in a situation with someone else where you're not seeing eye to eye. You both have been very rigid in your stance, in your perceptions. And there's a sense of uncertainty of things not being clear, and it's left you feeling very low. And so this is you coming out of that, coming to an understanding, coming to a point of, okay, if I want this to change, it's up to me. And Queen of Air, lots of air, lots of kind of working in the mind, changing your thinking around a situation, reassessing your beliefs, your attitudes. The Queen of Air is very clear on what she knows to be true. This is you setting healthy boundaries for yourself, knowing when it's time to say no, knowing when when you need to just stand in your truth, in your power, and being able to communicate that very clearly because of gaining the clarity. You can't communicate clearly if everything's all jumbled. You are coming to this place of finding your balance. Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Oracle Tarot. What does the Oracle Tarot have to say? Follow your dreams. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning that's happening for you. This is you getting in touch with something that lights you up, that makes you so happy. Ugh, like you get so excited when you think about it, and you're just like, God, I just want to go for it. And why not? What's the worst that can happen? You've already hit rock bottom. The only way up, the only way to go is up from here. It's about you now. It's about putting yourself first and following your dreams. You know, the Two of Air can sometimes be about resolving an issue, coming to that point of putting your swords down. And, you know, maybe it's you just being the bigger person and being like, I'm I see your point of view. I I understand where you're coming from, and now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for what's right for me. Peace be with you, friend. And wisdom of experience. This is coming to this place of victory because of changing your strategy. This is you learning the lesson from the conflict, from the drama and the issues and whatever you've been dealing with. And it's like, it feels like one of those, like, it's an epiphany, but it's not like a blow you over kind of epiphany. It's like it's a breath. It's like, oh, I hadn't thought about this in this way before. Yes, of course. And so taking that wisdom, celebrating because you're like, yeah, I figured something out. This feels right. And then taking that and running with it and caring for yourself. Same card. Caring for yourself in terms of taking the time to gain that clarity, to go within, to breathe, to meditate, to go out on a walk and enjoy the world around you. physically caring for yourself. You probably weren't doing that before in favor of something, trying to make something work, trying to fight for something that wasn't worth fighting for. It depleted you. It got you all up in your mind. And this is you easing your mind, recognizing where you were just pushing against a brick wall and not getting anywhere. And probably a little scraped and bruised because of it. Okay, so let's look at Wisdom of Avalon. The Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, right? Courage, self-respect, and responsibility. Absolute truth. Coming to the absolute truth, gaining that clarity, that new perspective through self-respect, putting yourself first. Not in a selfish way, as in I come first and F everyone else. This is all about respecting yourself enough to know that when you put yourself first, then you have something to give to others. You're able to show up in a way you weren't able to before. Having the courage to stand in your truth, to speak your truth, to set those healthy boundaries. And yeah, responsibility. Your happiness, your life is your responsibility. Always, always. Wherever you've been finding yourself playing the blame game, pointing the finger, remember, one finger pointed out, three pointed back. If you don't like where you've been, if you don't like where you are, it's up to you to make that change. Start by being in the moment. Start by breathing and meditating and actually noticing the world around you. It's quite a miraculous world, your life, when you can start opening up to it. Where am I at? 17. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I'm going to look at the Osho Zen Tarot. Sharing. I think this came up for you in the last reading as well. Sharing yourself. Because once you fill your own cup, then you're able to bring it to other people. You're able to share your resources, your light. Your light. When you start putting yourself first and following your passion, being true to who you are, being your most authentic self, that's when you start to shine. And that's when you have so much to give. It's rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom is so hard, and yet it is usually that thing that helps us to transform ourselves in our life in a very positive way, much more than anything else could. And no-thingness. This is the place of unlimited possibility, of unlimited potential. This is the place that you draw from. John Peterson, hello. Welcome. Yeah, this is what you have available to you when you follow your dreams. This is the place that you go to when you rest in the moment, when you stay aware in the moment, when you meditate and breathe and care for yourself. I'm not doing personal readings at this moment. I'm doing a reading for air signs, which could be for you because we all have air in our chart. So, and this is a great reading. It's very, very powerful. There's a big transformation here. And rebirth. There it is. There it is. Rebirth. Yep. This is you waking up. This is you changing your strategy and deciding to live your life from a place of passion and personal power, clarity, putting yourself first, caring for yourself. Nice. Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay. I'm gonna do I was told I got the nudge to pull out some cards that I have had for a long time. I have not used them in my readings before. They are Angelic Messenger cards by Meredith Young Sowers. Okay, so what do the Angelic Messenger cards have to say about this? Vulnerability. Making yourself vulnerable is where your power lies. Opening yourself up to being your most authentic self and showing up unapologetically, living your life unapologetically. This is what moves you. This is the place where you can share of yourself, your light, your resources. Purpose. Yeah, when you follow your dreams, you're following your purpose. Your dreams are there for a reason. It's your higher power feeding you those dreams, those desires. Want to know your purpose? Your purpose is whatever you want to do. As long as it's something that fulfills you and helps others in the process. You have some reason that you're here on the planet. There's nobody like you. You have something special to bring that nobody else does. And when you tap into yourself, when you breathe and meditate, that's when you can start to become aware of what that is if you don't know. Divine guidance. Oh my goodness, yes. Yep, divine guidance. The universe is leading you where you need to go, and you will get amazing blessings as you start to move forward towards yourself, towards what you know is right. It just occurred to me. I missed something here. I did something. I want to pull a couple more cards from Wisdom of the Oracle because I I pulled the Lady of the Lake and then I jumped to another deck. And I like pulling 3 cards from each deck. The cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. Nourishment, nourishing yourself in all the ways. In all the ways. And there is abundance available to you as you follow your dreams, as you tap into your inspiration, your intuition, that divine guidance that's coming to you in all these different ways. And asking and receiving. If you're in a place where you've hit rock bottom, where you feel like you don't know what to do, just ask for help. I will literally sometimes say out loud, please help me. I don't know what to do. I can't figure this out on my own. And I'm asking whoever is listening. I kind of think of it as my spiritual entourage. I have spirit guides, there's angels, there's ancestors, there's divine consciousness, who knows? I know there's something there that is leading me, that's guiding me, and that is right. Okay. And the mystery. Yeah, it's being open to the mystery. When you surrender to the divine, when you surrender to your higher power, you are being led and you're just like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I feel a certain way and I'm just going to go for it. It's a mystery how it's going to turn out. But dang, it feels good going in that direction. So, okay. I'm going to finish off with the Spirit Animal Oracle. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. However you show up in your life. When you get vulnerable, when you allow yourself to be open to share yourself with the world, that's where you can be more gentle. And the world is much more accepting of someone who shows up with a gentle touch, with more gentle energy. When you show up and you're trying to bowl people over, they put up their swords and they're like, "Ah, no thanks." This is putting your sword down and being like, "Okay, white flag, hands up. I'm just here to be myself, to share of myself." Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. That is right. You have some kind of ideas, something that is swirling around in your head, some kind of passion that you just need to start taking steps towards. Consistent baby steps. What's the one thing you could do right now that would help you to start moving forward, that would feel good and feel like, wow, okay, that's something. I just did something. Yay, me. Bring your ideas to life. It's up to you. If you have something you want to do, it's up to you. Ah, whale spirit, trust the great mystery. On top of the mystery. Yeah, it's all about trusting. It's all about being curious, knowing that you're on an adventure and who knows what you're going to encounter. But it's going to be awesome when you care for yourself, when you follow your dreams, when you stand in your truth and your power. That's when the universe brings the blessings that are meant for you. You've had your energetic umbrella up, keeping all the blessings away. Once you put down the umbrella, put down the defenses, whatever's you've been keeping around you, blocking you, then the universe is like, oh, okay, here you go. I'm going to reward you because you're allowing it. So there's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. And please leave me a comment if this resonates at all, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.